Brian's tip for the day: if you see an Ernestine hand-painted ceramic lamp, buy it, even if it's not working. Hello everyone, welcome to M Cubed. I am Brian, the Motley Mix merchant. Thank you very much for dropping by today. I'm a Canadian eBay reseller who is picking up some stuff at the thrift stores and at auctions mainly now, and reselling them for a lot of fun and a little bit of profit. And thank you very much for dropping by. Chronicling it all here on YouTube just to show everybody my mistakes and maybe some of my successes. Been a few more mistakes than successes lately, but you know, that's the way it goes when you're just starting out under half a year actually, doing this. So again, thanks for dropping by, and just quickly going to say, hit the like button if you like the video. The thumbs up definitely helps the video get traction and be recommended to other people who are searching for the same kind of stuff. And if you really want to follow along with everything, please make sure to subscribe and then hit the bell to be notified every time a new episode is uploaded, and you can follow along with us. So, what's been going on? Well, as far as sales go, absolutely nothing. This is the sound my phone has been making from the eBay app when it comes to sales for the past 7 days. Yeah, crickets. I haven't had a single sale in 7 days. And you know what? I know exactly what it is. And there are people out there, there are other experts and other YouTube channels that are saying right now, especially after eBay Open, that no, it doesn't matter. You don't have to list every day as long as you list regularly, blah, 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 blah. I don't buy it. I think you have to list every day or you start to fall off the eBay algorithm, because I had some stuff going on in my life last week. I was not able to get on the computer every day and list every day. I missed probably 3 days out of the last 7 days when it came to listing. Actually 3 probably out of the last 10 days when it came to listing, up to and before the long weekend. And my stuff has fallen off the map. I'm not getting any views. I'm not getting any new watchers. I'm definitely not getting any sales. I have sold 0 so far in the first 5 days of September and the last 2 days of August. Since the Friday morning of the long Labor Day weekend, I have sold nothing. Now, yes, I know it was the Labor Day weekend. It's back to school. People are busy, whatever. But 0 with 195 listings going on, there's definitely something going on with the algorithm there, because I was not listing regularly every day. And I'm back to it. Last 3 days I've listed stuff and the views have gone up a little bit. So we'll see. But yeah, it's I don't buy it when they say you do not have to list every day, especially if you have a store with a lot of items. I'm just going to move up a little bit here, sorry. I just don't believe it. I think you have to list every day to stay attached to the eBay algorithm. So I'm going to have to keep listing every day. So I've fallen off the face of the map on eBay for now. So hopefully it comes back up. But you know what I'm doing? I'm using this time to go through my auction lot from last week, to list a whole bunch of stuff. My goal is to get up to about 225 to 250 listings in the next 2 weeks before I go to the auction again, and have things ready for the build up towards fourth quarter and the heavy buying season from October through December. So nothing sold on eBay this week, so there's nothing to tell you about that sold on eBay this week. So let's get right into the auction haul. I went to the auction last Thursday, a week ago now, and I mentioned it in the last video, but I had quickly just looked at a couple of things. But I have had a better chance to look at the boxes that I got, and I've found some surprisers, and I found some clunkers, but that's to be expected when you're buying a box lot of things. You're going to get a few good things and a few bad things in the box. You can see inside the boxes. I think I've mentioned that before. This is not a blind box that you're getting. You are able to look inside the boxes and see what's in each one, and take your time and look around before the auction starts. And even during the auction, the boxes are right there on the table, so you know what you're getting. And the fun part for me is going through them and finding the things that I didn't know were in there, and finding out how much they're worth. So I'm going to go through, I think I have 5 things here that I'm going to show you that I've picked out of the auction lot. Definitely nowhere close to probably 15% of the entire haul. There's whole bunch of stuff, maybe even less than 10%. I probably have 50 sellable items out of that auction last week at a total cost of $80. plus taxes and whatever, about $80, let's say. So that's what, about $1.70, $1.75 per item. So hopefully the return will be fairly good on my $1.75 per item. So let's start things off. I'm going to start these off with these. I did put these up on the Facebook page, the Thrifters Facebook page. So if you follow along on that, you maybe saw this a couple of days ago. I had no idea. I'm sorry, they're hard plastic, so they're going to clunk and make noise. Sorry. I had no idea what these were. As you can see, it's black, hard plastic. This one's got a logo on it from a company called Sig Sauer in Germany. And these ones are all generic. I'm sure they're a brand, but I can't find a brand on them yet. I will be searching that out. There's one serial number on the back of this one that I'm trying to figure out. But these, I thought they were from a gun. I thought they were from a gun. I thought they were a pistol grip, the sides of a pistol grip, but they're not. These are from the back of rifles. They are called rifle butt plates, and they are made of hard plastic. I think it's hard plastic. I'm pretty sure it's hard plastic. I think it could be made of other materials too, but these are pretty much hard plastic because there is some give to them as far as I'm sure they can be dented fairly well. But who knew that rifle butt plates sell well on eBay? In the last 90 days, there are over 1,600 sold items of rifle butt plates on eBay, and there are currently 1,700 active listings. So that means there's an almost 50% sell-through rate for rifle butt plates on eBay in the last 90 days. And doing the research, I mean, these were in the bottom of a box that I got for $3 of other, I can't even remember what was in the box, but this Sawyer one is going to sell on its own for probably $15 to $20 US. This one is the one that's got the serial number on the back. I think it's going to be in the $15 range as well. I'm hoping I can find it. I don't know if it's from Winchester. A lot of the Winchester butt plates have the hole in the back. There might have been another piece to go with it, but if this is a Winchester, it's probably going to go to $15 to $20. And then these two are exactly the exact same shape and the exact same distance between the screw holes, and so they fit the exact same rifle. I'm going to sell them together, again, probably $15 to $20. So for probably a $3 box, these items are one of 5 to 6 items that are coming out of that box, and I hopefully am going to get anywhere from $50 to $60 for those 4 rifle butt plates. And it was a great learning experience. I thanked the guys on the Thrifter Facebook page immensely because I had no clue. And as soon as I posted the picture, somebody came up with what it was. I mentioned that I thought it was something to do with pistol grips or whatever, and right away a couple of the guys chimed in and said, yeah, it's rifle butt plates. And yeah, it was great learning experience, and I can't thank the members of the Facebook group started by Jocelyn, the crazy lamp lady. I can't thank them enough for helping me identify what those were. And that was it's a great find in a nice cheap box, and it was great learning experience as well. All right, something else that I found in the bottom. Actually, this might have been in the same box. Look at this thing. Isn't this beautiful? It is a handmade ceremonial dagger. And yes, it has a sheath. So the sheath has some beading work on it. There's a little bit of beading work in the handle. You can see it's got that really cool shape to it. Now, I don't know the origin of this. There's a belt loop on the back. So you put the sheath through your belt, and you've got this on your belt loop as a ceremonial dagger. I don't know the background of this, so I've listed it with a couple of the different names of what this can be called. It can be called a shabria. It could be called a jambaya. And I put ceremonial dagger, and it's getting quite a lot of views already just after about 3 or 4 days on the eBay store. But it's handmade, you can tell. It's definitely hand forged. Aluminum sheath, aluminum handle, and a steel blade. That's a nice hard steel blade, and it's been oiled. That's what the brown this coloring is on it. It's oiled. So again, bottom of a box. This is right now on the website for $24.99, including shipping. Yes, you can ship knives through U.S. Postal Service and the other services. You just have to make sure that you do a really good job of covering up. This one's going to be easier because it's got a blunt end anyhow, but you covering up any possibility of the knife coming through the packaging. So you have to really wrap it and bubble wrap it and cardboard it and all that kind of stuff. But this should be easy to make safe for packaging. So yeah, I thought that was a gorgeous piece. I saw it in the box and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool looking piece. And then I looked closer and it's really well constructed, really well made, handmade. And then I pulled off the sheath and saw this poking at my face, and yeah, that's I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, nice ceremonial dagger. Again, probably total cost to me less than $1.50 tops, and hopefully it's going to sell in the $25 to $30 range. Next piece is very interesting, and again, I've talked about it before, researching your products, researching your items, especially when you get them in auction, and finding out what you have. You never know, it could be a diamond in the rough that you've got in your possession in the bottom of a box, such as some of those things. I mean, they're not $2,000 items, but you know, who knew what they were? I didn't know what they were, and I know now, and now I'm hopefully selling them for pretty good money. This next piece, I mean, it's just, take a look at this. It's a nice little ceramic tray, plate with a lid. So I'm thinking it's a cheese plate with covered with a lid. That's what I'm listing it as anyhow, is a cheese plate with a lid. But it's beautiful. These are amaryllis is the design. Now on the back, it's signed. This is Ernestine of Salerno, Italy. Now, it doesn't look like much, but if you've done any research on ceramics and dinnerware, Ernestine is a very, very famous ceramic company out of Salerno, Italy in the 1940s and 50s and into the early 60s. I've got the information written down because I wanted to pass it along to you, and I thought it was so cool. I just looked at it. I mean, you look at the back and it's hand signed, and you wonder, is this somebody's project? Or, I mean, it's well made, so you know it's from a company, but I looked up Ernestine, and the information on this lady is very interesting. She was an American. Her name is Ernestine Cannon. She lived from 1904 to 1969. She was an American who was living in Salerno at the end of the war, and she stayed there because she saw the poverty in the area and wanted to make inexpensive dinner plates and dinnerware for the families in Italy. So she set up her shop there, but everything is hand painted and designed. It ended up at a World's Fair of Ceramics or something like that. I forget this part, but her agents in New York put it into a big, huge fair, and it got really popular. So much so that this stuff, specifically this kind of plates and lamps and that kind of thing, was sold at Neiman Marcus in the 1940s and 50s and 60s. And she received an award from Neiman Marcus because she brought back the beauty to Italian pottery. So it's pretty cool. And I mean, this stuff, not this design, they don't have one of these designs, but one of her plates, a few of her plates and some other items have recently been on display in the Dallas Museum of Art. So, you know, it really shocked me when I saw, oh, it's a nice ceramic cheese plate. Then you look up the details, and it was so cool to find out about it. And so this item, the plates themselves sell for about $15 US. Because of the lid and the combination of the two, I've got mine listed right now for $39.99 with a little bit towards the shipping. But I tell you what, remember the name Ernestine. And if you're ever out thrifting and you see the name Ernestine on the bottom of a hand-painted ceramic lamp, buy it, because they're worth anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 US. So there's a little tip for you. Brian's tip for the day. If you see an Ernestine hand-painted ceramic lamp, buy it, even if it's not working, because they're worth anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000. But these, there's a lot more of the plates and that kind of thing. But with the lid on it, I think this plate's worth a little more. And again, this was in a ceramic box, which I probably paid $4 total for, and I've pulled 6 items out of it already. So less than $1 per item. And if I can turn less than $1 into $35 to $40 US, that would be fantastic. That would be a great little turnaround on that one. All right. Show you this one next. Again with the ceramics, as you may have noticed if you follow this channel or if you see me on eBay or anything, I do a lot of ceramics, and I'm starting to know some things and I'm learning things as I go. But this one is pretty interesting. This is a beautiful teapot. It is Let me turn it the right way. Crash right into the microphone. Royal Dalton. This is the Ting design. It is an ivory color with a brown, everything within the Ting group has a brown rim to it, whether it's the coffee cups or the plates or the saucers or the creamers and sugars. I got this teapot, creamer, sugar, 8 dinner plates, 5 saucers, and 6 mugs. So unfortunately, it's not a complete set for the 6 mugs. I got all of that for $15. And I almost missed it because I was busy doing some research on my phone for something else when they got to this in the auction last Thursday, and nobody bid on it. Nobody bid. It went down to $10 and nobody bid, and they closed it. And so about 2 minutes later, I realized that I had missed the opportunity to buy the Royal Dalton set. And so it's nice to have friends in high places when you're at an auction house, and I was able to talk to my friends who own the auction house and ask if they could revisit the Royal Dalton at the end of the auction, and they did for me, but I promised I would bid at least $15 to start because I missed it at the $10 mark, and to be fair to them and to the sellers, wanted to make sure they got at least a little bit more money for it. So I bid $15. Nobody bid against me. I got the whole set for $15. This teapot right here sold about 2 weeks ago on eBay for $75 US. The creamer and the sugar that and everything is in. I mean, these are from 1974. The date's right on the bottom. 1974. So they're 45 years old. $75 US for that one. The creamer and the sugar holder are about $25 US. I'm going to probably sell 4 mugs with saucers together. That'll be another $15 to $20 US. The 6 plates all at once will be another $20 to $25 US. So for my $15 investment, I have the possibility of bringing back upwards of $150 to $200 once I sell all the different pieces and all the different configurations that I'm going to sell. Probably 4 mugs and saucers together, 1 mug and saucer on its own. That's about $10. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with the other saucer. I don't know. I maybe throw it in with the plate. If somebody buys the 6 plates, I'll just throw a saucer in the box for them. So I don't know, because I don't think a single saucer is going to sell. It's not going to be worth the effort. So, but we'll see. We'll see what comes of it. I'll let you know on the what sold on eBay portion of the episode, if anything sells on eBay in the near future, and it will. I know it will. It's just a matter of keep plugging away and keep listing. Get things out there and get things on the site. All right, one more final thing to show you on this episode of my auction haul. And we've talked before, and I'm sure you know about selling things at the right time of year. Right now is a good time to be selling Halloween and Christmas stuff because it's heading towards that time of year. But you should have been selling Halloween a month ago, but Halloween and Christmas is really starting to pick up now. Well, today is also the first day of the NFL season, and I picked up these. There are 3 of these. I'm going to get it so hopefully so you can see. It is a mirror, obviously. As you can see my entire setup there in the mirror. Here's my computer. But it is a mirror with a Bengal tiger picture on it. Now, this is just, I have one that's a Bengal tiger. I have one that is a diving eagle, and another one that is a head of an eagle with something, a sunset in the background or something. Well, the reason I mentioned that this is the NFL season starts tonight is because this would be perfect on the wall of a man cave or a she shed if she's interested in football. Cincinnati Bengal fan just might like to have this. It's a regular wildlife series by a Canadian artist. It says they sold for $29.95 when they were for sale back whenever in Northern Ontario. But this is perfect for the NFL fan, and I'm going to market it that way. I'm going to put Cincinnati Bengals mirror, NFL, man cave, barware, whatever, because it's that time of year. The guys are getting crazy, and some girls. It's crazy time when it comes to the NFL. Don't get me started on fantasy football. So I've got, 3 of them. I'm probably going to put them up there for $15 to $20 a piece. And again, they were in a $4 box with probably 3 other sellable items. And so my total cost on those, probably 75 cents. So if I can get $15 to $20 plus shipping, I'll take it. And I'll market them to the NFL fans and see what happens. You probably saw they're dirty too. I haven't cleaned those up yet. So anyhow, that's just 5 of the items that I've pulled out of the auction haul from last week. I think it's going to go well. There's a bunch of other stuff too. I got a little bit of Coca-Cola stuff, which I think I mentioned last week. The table's still pretty full, but I'm slowly getting through it and organizing and getting things out of the way back in the laundry room as I take pictures and move things around. And next Saturday is a community-wide, citywide yard sale. Everybody that wants to have a yard sale in the city, you register with the actual city website, and people go on the website and they can download the list of, there's probably 75 to 150 houses in my city that take part in this every year. Third week of September, I think it is, every year. Did it last year, made 100 and change. Now with better items, more than just the stuff I was cleaning out of my house last year. With some items, I hopefully will have a good time. So tried the antique market a few weeks ago. That didn't go so well. And next Saturday, I'm going to be trying a yard sale during a community yard sale, and we'll see how that goes, because a lot of people come out because there's a lot of houses that take part in this. So we'll see how that goes. I should have another video out before then though, so maybe we'll talk about it a little bit more then. Anyhow, thank you very much for dropping by. As I mentioned before, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up down below. It does help the video get traction as far as recommendations for other people who are looking for thrifting videos and that kind of thing. And if you want to follow along on the entire journey of the Motley Mix Merchant, please hit the subscribe button down below and then hit the bell to be notified every time the new episode is uploaded. Thanks again for dropping by. I will see you very soon on another episode of M Cubed. Cheers.